how are you doing? I hope you're all so well. This is gonna be a Q&A. I haven't filmed a Q&A in God knows how long. It's gotta be over a year, probably longer than that. A long time. So I asked you guys to ask me anything on Twitter and Instagram with ASKINTHEFROW. If you don't already follow me on Instagram or Twitter, make sure to follow me. I'll leave my links or handles on the screen now. Yeah, so follow me so that next time you will know if there's an Ask in the Fro and you can join in too. Yeah, so let's just kind of get into this thing. It's been so long since I've just kind of chatted with you and not been chatting about products and things. I've been kind of excited about just kind of, you know, one-to-one, me and you know, that kind of vibe. Okay, so let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, Vanessa, if you and Alex were on a plane and the pilot offered to fly you anywhere, where would you go? Me and Alex would probably go New Zealand, Australia, Hawaii, Bora Bora, somewhere that's kind of really far away that would ordinarily be quite far to get to, but if it was a private plane and someone offered us, then we would definitely go. Amy asks, what's your very first luxury item that you bought? Love you, you cutie. Very first luxury item I ever bought was a mulberry bag. I've still got it actually, it was a dark brown vegetable kind of leather mulberry bag. I think it was called a Roxette bag, and it had like two big square pockets on the front and it had a big buckle on it, and I got it in the sale, and at the time the bag I think was about £600. It definitely wouldn't be £600 now, but it was in the sale for like half price. It was £300, and I remember being so excited about it, the fact that I was kind of buying my first ever luxury piece. I think I was, how old was I? I was about 19. Olivia, if you could go back in time and change one thing about your life, big or small, what would it be? That would definitely be giving up ballet. I wish I'd never given up dancing. I used to do tap, modern, jazz, point, ballet, and I regret it every day that I ever gave that up. I was pretty good at dancing, I loved it to bits, it was such a great way of keeping fit, and I gave it up because I ran out of time, and yeah, I wish I'd not. Ellen asks, what are your favourite kind of YouTube videos to watch? I would say fashion videos, so anything similar to what I create, because I guess I make my videos because I like watching other ones like this. So I guess a few people that I think you should watch would include, totally obsessed with Megan Ellaby at the moment. I'll leave all these girls linked down below, by the way, you should totally follow. Megan Ellaby is such a babe, she's from Manchester. I knew her from way back when we both started vlogging. She really knows her stuff when it comes to fashion, and she's just amazing. Tamara, who's an amazing friend of mine, she's a total babe, she's gorgeous, and again she knows a lot about fashion. She's really into her luxury fashion, and I know a lot of you guys love luxury fashion, so I would head over to her channel too. I watch those two all the time. And I mean, in terms of beauty, I obviously love like the usual, like Jaclyn Hill, Manny MUA, Nikki Tutorials, Chloe Morello, but I also love kind of people who do both fashion and beauty, like Susie, Hello October, who again is a good friend of mine, Amelia Liana, M Shell. Honestly, you should go and follow Em. She's a beautiful person inside out. She makes some really great videos. She's very, very up and coming on YouTube, and she deserves a lot of love. So Sarah asks, what's been your highlight in all those years of blogging? Because I recently hit my 4-year blogging anniversary. So many highlights, oh my gosh. There's been a few meetups that I've done where I've got to meet you guys. Those have been major highlights. So I did one with Nars, I've done one with Karen Millen. Just kind of like Summer in the City, those kind of vibes as well, but it was so good to meet you guys kind of face to face. That's always incredible. Some of the campaigns I've got to work on with some incredible brands like Burberry, Dior, Coach, Galan, you know, those kind of brands that I always aspired to and loved to bits throughout uni, throughout most of my life, and the fact that I then got to work with them on campaigns was just mind-blowing. I recently shot for a new L'Oreal TV advert, I mean that's insane, and also probably the biggest thing would be that recently I signed as a L'Oreal Paris hair ambassador. If you missed that video, then you might have missed that little note. Yeah, so I recently got signed by L'Oreal as a hair ambassador for a year for them, which is a little bit insane and definitely the biggest highlight ever. If you weren't a YouTuber, what do you think you'd be doing now? I would definitely be in marketing. I would be in fashion marketing, hopefully for like a luxury brand. That was always my aspiration after university. If I hadn't done my PhD, that's probably what I would have kind of gone and done. I would have moved to London. I would have tried to get myself into a brand. I didn't really want to work agency side. I wanted to work for a brand, and I was aspiring towards kind of like Net-a-Porter. I mean, obviously the dream would be, you know, Dior, Chanel, Prada, and it was just in my mind to do something like that, but then this happened. Joy asked, from where do you get inspiration for the next season's trends? Is it from catwalks or from other blogs? For this, I'd say my inspiration I kind of gather from a lot of places. So when it comes to kind of my new wardrobe, I'll often buy a couple of magazines like Vogue, Elle, Grazia, those kind of things, and have a look through and what they are translating the new trends as. Also, it really helps that I do go to a lot of the different fashion week shows, so I get to sort of see firsthand what's going to be on the next season's catwalk. So that always really helps to inspire me, so that then when I start seeing them in the stores, I'm like, saw it last season, this is a really lovely interpretation, it'll be perfect for my next wardrobe. But even if you don't go to those shows, like Vogue Online, Elle, Collections magazine, they'll just show you everything that you may have missed this season before, and that is really good to kind of keep you up to speed. But I also love to look at my favourite bloggers, see what they're doing. Quite a lot of the American bloggers I really love to look at, like Harper and Harley, Chriselle Lim. I also really love Rosie Londoner's blog, Tamara's blog, Susie Native Fox. Those kind of blogs are really into their fashion, but also just from Instagram, to be honest. I'll be flicking through Instagram and see what lots of other bloggers that I really love are wearing, and it totally inspires me, and I'm like, I could get something kind of similar, wear it my way, completely make this my style, and kind of inspiration just like flows from there. Ali asks, what's your go-to song at the moment? I think my favourite song right now is a song called Till It's Gone by Yellow Wolf. Me and Alex are obsessed with that album. It's a couple of years old now, but we're watching Sons of Anarchy, which I've just finished, which, by the way, highly would recommend. It's so good. And this song came on in that, and then we kind of were like, why have we never listened to Yellow Wolf more before? And now that song is like the song we cannot stop listening to. So Till I'm Gone by Yellow Wolf, honestly, listen to it. Grace asks, what's been your go-to foundation recently? I've actually had a few. So things I would recommend right now that I really, really love would be the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation, if you're looking for more of a matte but flawless finish. I also really, really love the NARS sort of tinted, it's almost like a tinted moisturiser in their kind of new range. I'll try and leave a link down below to the exact one it is, but it just gives you the most incredible dewy glow and a really beautiful colour for my skin tone. But the one I'm wearing today, and the one I'm a little bit obsessed with right now, because it's so dewy and so, it's just wonderful coverage without being too cakey, is a L'Oreal Cushion foundation. It's so great. All I do is just take a sponge and keep dabbing it into the foundation and dabbing it on, and literally if I hadn't have powdered my face, it'd be so glowy, gleamy. I mean, it's still quite glowy and dewy now, but before it was just like, oh my gosh, incredible. Honestly, so good. Ellen asks, what's your favourite drugstore makeup brand? And that easily would be L'Oreal. I said this before, I kind of feel L'Oreal is that hybrid between high street kind of drugstore and luxury, because their products are so brilliant and so much goes into them, and I feel like the whole branding of L'Oreal is so much more luxe than it is drugstore, but I feel they are still a drugstore brand, and therefore I would say L'Oreal. And Rose asks, any goals you wish to have completed in 5 years? I have a lot of goals that I would like to have completed, I guess. I mean, there's so many opportunities these days now for YouTubers and bloggers, which is incredible. I mean, the likes of like Christina Bazan being signed to L'Oreal for her huge campaign was like a huge moment for bloggers. So obviously recently the fact that I was signed as well to L'Oreal was insane. I'm not doing quite as much as Christina is doing. She's obviously on a huge campaign level. She's almost like a spokesmodel, and that for me would be a huge goal, to kind of continue with L'Oreal and be almost one of their kind of spokesmodels. But obviously a girl can dream, but let's talk about goals here. We can all dream. I guess as well, in 5 years I would have liked to have kind of gotten to a point with my body where I feel extremely confident. Every person has their own hang-ups about their body and fitness, and because I've been doing so much travelling, I haven't been working out the way I really wanted to, and therefore in a few years time I really want to get to a place where I feel really confident in my routines, my fitness routines, my eating routines, just really healthy, really strong, and that's where I want to get to. And also I guess there's quite a lot of things really in 5 years. I really want my blog to have grown, I'd like my channel to have grown and got so many more incredible people watching, just growing my content in lots of different ways and making it much more entertaining for you guys. You never know though, I mean, there might be something I could launch in the future which would be amazing, whether that's, I mean, I'd love to know what you guys would like to see from me. What would you like me to bring out? Would you like me to bring out a clothing line or a beauty line, or, I mean, I'd love to know what you guys think actually on that. Let me know what you would like to see from me. Yeah, I'd like to have done quite a few different things like that. Emily asks, if you could have one bag and a pair of shoes for the rest of your life, which would you choose? Difficult. If this is only one bag and one pair of shoes the rest of my life, I should probably choose some flat shoes, or else I'm going to be pretty uncomfortable. I'd probably just choose a pair of Converse because they're so comfortable and they go with most things. A pair of like low top Converse would be perfect. If not, if it was heels, I can mix them up, then probably just some Valentino rock studs. And for a bag, I'd probably, if I could just choose one bag for the rest of my life, I'd probably choose a Givenchy Antigona just because it kind of fits so much in there. It's such a robust bag, it would probably last me my entire life and still look just as amazing. And so we asked, do you have any advice for keeping fit? Which is funny after what I was saying before about fitness. But to be honest, my main tips for keeping fit would be, even if you're not kind of feeling it, I would just literally get up and put on your gym kit straight away. Forget your bra, you know, just get straight to your gym top, put on some leggings, and as soon as you're in those clothes, you're more likely to go to the gym. Also, I always find that if I'm in gym mode, my diet follows. So if I know I'm going to the gym a lot, the chances of me going out and buying cake are very slim because I'll know how hard I've just worked and how much I've just slogged, and I'll be thinking, it's not really worth that pain I just put myself through for an hour. So it kind of, they go hand in hand. Whereas if I start missing the gym and don't go to the gym as much, my eating slips and I start eating all the pasta and all the chocolate and all the sweets, and you know, I find the two really need to go side by side or I don't do either. So that would be my biggest tip. It would be to really get one thing in order and then the other one will follow quite nicely, hopefully. And I'm gonna leave it there. They were some really great questions, quite fashion and beauty related, which I really kind of wanted. So thank you so much guys for asking me an Ask in the Fro question. I love doing this actually, it was really good fun. So yeah, I might do another one really soon. Thank you for everyone who asked me questions, that really means a lot. I hope it kind of helped you learn a little bit more about me. And yeah, that's everything for now. If you're brand new here, then please do subscribe. I'll leave a subscribe button right here, so click that link and it will subscribe you for 2 videos a week. It'll be amazing to have you back. And I guess I'll see you then. Bye guys! Mwah.